Now, before I get into this video, I just want to make one thing blatantly clear. This is all opinionated. I don't need a bunch of Fire Emblem fanboys in my comment section trying to destroy me. I only want healthy, constructive criticism and healthy conversation down in the comment section below. If I catch one of you, I'm running up on your house. Don't worry about the details. I'm doing it. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. I'm limiting it to 3 because I really think that only 3 need to return if they do plan on having an additional newcomer, which I think should be a new class, but we'll get into that later. Now, first on the list is, of course, Marth. The reason why I want Marth to return is because he's an iconic character. He's extremely popular already, not even just from his games, but because he's been a veteran fighter since Melee, and because of how strong he was in Melee. He was a decent character in Brawl, and now with MKLeo like really bringing him up into popularity at Smash 4 as a high tier character, I really think that with how much people want to play him or how well people do with him in the long run for Smash, that he's just a staple now. Like, you can't have a Smash game without Marth in it, in my opinion, just like how you can't really have a Smash game without like Mario in it, in my opinion. I know they aren't on the same popularity, but I still think in accordance with Smash, it fits, you know, it just has to fit. And I think since he is the Fire Emblem staple, he is what you should base having the other characters in the game off of. He has a unique design and playstyle based on his ability to tipper opponents, which cause more damage and do more knockback. So it's not just like Cloud where you just run in swinging and hitting. He plays a game where he does go in it and hit, but he could also outrange his opponents with at the tip of his sword. He has such a big threat, which is able to kill very reliably at both lower percents, like mid percents, and earlier percentages. And for a character that wasn't really played that much at the beginning of this game, he really started growing in popularity. Like I said, you got to MKLeo who really put him on the map. There were other players earlier on like Ally and False who brought this character to the light as in a character that has the ability to do much, but they didn't really do as much as Leo did. I just think that if any Fire Emblem character should return, it should be Marth. I'm not going to really go into much detail because like the main thing is that he is the staple. He has to come back. If anyone else, like if there's only going to be one Fire Emblem character in the game, it should be Marth. I do think they should change some things about him from Smash 4 to this game. I think they should bring back the Kin combo from Melee. They can keep the up throw killing, but maybe like increase the percentages on it, like slightly, maybe 10%, because it still takes a while for it to actually kill. But you know, just to have one negation if they're going to return the Kin combo. They could reduce the damage on his tipper moves, but increase the damage on his normal hits while keeping the same knockback on both. So his initial and full knockback on both his regular hits and his tipper hits will be the same. The damage on the tipper will be less, so they won't get as much reward off of it for hitting it at lower to mid percents, but it will still have the same amount of kill power when hitting at mid to high percents. And I think all of those things are some pretty intelligent changes. Oh, and by the way, they could definitely take out that up throw, up B tipper possibility, because that is a thing. Y'all seen it, I know you have. But basically the whole thing about Marth is he's definitely made a name for himself, and there's no reason that he should not return in this game, well, in the next Smash game. And now we have a bit of one that could possibly cause a little bit of controversy or different opinions. I think it should be Ike, and I'll get to why. He's a memorable character. He's from Path of Radiance. He was an extremely reliable unit in that game. Very, very good. That's very different from how he is in Smash. He's not played that often. He's a good character, but not too great. But in Path of Radiance, he was super, super strong, like crazy. He plays different from Marth and Lucina does. So he's not really a clone character, even though he is a sword Fire Emblem character. He's not a clone like Lucina was, and Lucina was a worse clone of Marth that has the same exact visuals and a worse move set. But Ike has a different move set. He has different visuals, and he has different properties and abilities on all of his moves. In this game, at least, he's more so a heavy and combo dependent character at lower percent, at least, with a lot of threatening aerials on all fronts. So his back aerials, forward aerials, down air, up air, all those have a lot of threatening percentages, but they aren't one that you really need to space someone out with, but they're just one that you need to keep in the back of your mind, like, hey, if I get hit, I will get blown away. So I think because he's different from both Marth and Lucina, while still having its own unique twist to it, like how he's the only one with like a unique projectile-esque move, which is his neutral B in this game, that can reach way above him if you charge it fully. A different way of edge guarding without having to go off the stage. His side B recovery and up B recovery is very different from the Dolphin Slash that both Marth and Lucina has. And I just think that because of the different visuals and moveset that Ike has, and because he's a generally popular character, I think he should get to return, especially over someone like Corrin. Like, I thought about putting Corrin on the list, but I personally don't think Corrin is a good character. Like, in the slightest. I think Corrin is absolute trash. Such an easy character to fight. Corrin is a different character, yes, but I don't think Corrin had a place in Smash 4. Anyway, you guys get the point. Memorable character, strong unit in Path of Radiance, which is also a popular Fire Emblem game. Not really Fire Emblem fan myself too much, but the older games are really good. The newer games, anyway, moving on. I think Marth and Ike definitely have a perfect place in the next Smash game, and hopefully they don't give Ike more steroids like they did from Brawl to Smash 4. I don't know how that man got buffed like that. And last but not least, I think the third position that should be someone that comes into the game is a little bit different from the other two. And for one big reason, I think that character is indeed Robin. For multiple reasons, actually. One, he's a rep of the new age of Fire Emblem games, like, you know, Fates, Awakening, pretty much all the newer age games. Like, you have Marth and Ike and Roy from the past games, and then you have Lucina, Robin, Corrin from the newer type games. I just think Robin is the main rep you need from the newer Fire Emblem games. His playstyle is far different from the other Fire Emblem cast, and most Smash fighters have ever been, really, because he's a mage character, which is a different class in Fire Emblem, when they've never had a mage Fire Emblem character in Smash before. So I just think that having a mage that bases his playstyle around, like, having limited amounts of magic, his spell book that could be used as an item at the same time, comboing his magic into one another, and also using his sword combo from his magic. I just think he's a really unique character. He's kind of like Mega Man. And Mega Man is mostly he's really projectile based, but also has some physical moves to also like combo from his projectiles. And I just think he's a really different character, and I just think that also applies to Robin. He's a different Fire Emblem character. He's a different class from the games. He has a unique playstyle. Like, he even has, I just think the whole mechanic of him having a limited amount of magic works really well with, like, if you want a unique character design, because once you run out of magic, you can't use certain magic anymore. Your recovery becomes limited. Like, when you start getting lower on magic, like, you can't recover twice. You can only recover a little bit lower, well, significantly lower than normal. You have to wait for your spellbook to come back, and you can use the spellbook as an item if you do catch it, and your 11 sword, because your sword is a magic sword. It's like pretty much an electric sword. It's called the 11 sword. It's based around magic too, so once that runs out of magic, it kind of gets tossed away, and you could use it and throw that as an item too. They just have your little bronze sword that you have to use until your 11 sword's magic like recharges. And I just think the uniqueness with that mechanic is really well done, and I just think if anyone, Robin should be the rep for the new age Fire Emblem characters in the next game. I don't expect Corrin to come back. I don't expect Roy to come back. I don't expect Lucina to come back. These three characters, I think, are the ones that are most deserving that should be in the next game, and that probably will be the ones in the next game if they are going to add a newcomer. Now, for a newcomer, I think they should add another brand new class, a lance user in the game, or even maybe an axe user. So any of those things would make a world of difference as far as playstyle and unique character design. There's so much that they could do. Whew, and that'll be it. So the three characters that I wanted, just to give you a little bit more rundown, just to go back over it. Marth, he's iconic. He's a veteran. Change his playstyle a little bit. Give him back the Ken combo. Reduce timber damage, but keep the same knockback. He's an iconic character. He's a staple. Unique design and playstyle. And since he is the basis, they should make clones from him. So they should keep him as that good base, that strong base, outranging playstyle, and he'll be a shoo-in for the next game because he's been there forever. Why not? Ike is also a sword-based character, not based on outranging, but he's heavy, combo dependent, different properties and move, projectile-esque moves, different recovery, visuals are different, very different moveset from Marcina. So he's not a clone character in the slightest. He's very popular in both Smash and both his game Path of Radiance as an extremely reliable unit, and I just think he is definitely a good fit. Plus, I personally like Ike a lot. He's probably my favorite Fire Emblem character of all time. So definitely has a place in the new Smash game. No bias at all. No bias at all whatsoever. Robin, of course, they need to have one person to rep the new age Fire Emblem characters. Remember, he's not including the newcomer that I expect to come for Fire Emblem. He'll be one of the reps for the new age Fire Emblem characters. Playstyle is far different from any other from most Smash fighters ever. His attributes and untapped potential definitely makes him not only a pretty strong character in this game, but also have even more potential to be in the next game. Now, if you guys did enjoy this video, I apologize, this seemed a little bit fast or not as much in depth. I mostly wanted to go in depth with Ike and Robin, but this wasn't meant to be that long of a video. Just wanted to give my quick opinions on the Fire Emblem characters. I think there are only ones that deserve a place in the next Smash game, not including the newcomer. So thank you for taking the time out of your day for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy it, then feel free to like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you need to do. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, and don't forget to follow me on everything in the description below. Twitter, Twitch. I know I already said that, but I wanted to exemplify it. Exemplify? I don't care. Y'all get the point. See you in the next video.